person drawing. This is also called as HTP test. There will always be a house in the drawing, there will be a tree, and there will be a person. There are interpretations for this HTP test. But what do you understand from this drawing? Sorry?
Flying, maybe higher than the house.
Yes. So when I saw this drawing, I thought this child to be a very intelligent child, because what she drew was an ice which was being drawn. Have you ever seen a child who is drawing an ice? And that too a melting ice. The ice is melting and little bit water is there. So I was surprised that why this drawing? But they are, sorry? Yeah. So I thought this child is a very intelligent child. So I was thinking, yes, this is a sure shot case of carcinosin. So intelligent child. But then something struck me. What is this? And whenever you see anything which is out of your imagination, something which stops you to think, why this child has drawn eyes? I asked my assistant, what does eyes mean to her? We interrogate the child. And then the response was that there was a book kept in the waiting area, a ABCD book, and somehow that book, when it was describing eye, it described eye for eyes. Are you understanding? A for apple, B for boy, so I for eyes. This book had F for fish, C for carrot, H for house, and I for eyes. The second observation was that she took 3 chances to make a house. What was the age of the child? 7-year-old child. Can you tell me the remedy now? Is this carcinosin now? Is this carcinosin? 5 minutes more. So carcinosin child, what is the drawing of carcinosin? Carcinosin is an artistic aptitude. Do you find any artistic aptitude over here? No. What you find is that the child is not even struggling to draw a house. On probing deeply, we found that Dhoni developed an attitude of fastidious, because in true sense she was not fastidious, as her books in the school bag were never kept properly. Dhoni's mother complained that she takes a lot of time to eat her food and is very slow in activities. In school, Dhoni was an average child and was very weak in maths. The drawing of Dhoni was, there were no clear ideas. When asked to draw, she asked for a book to draw, and then she copied whatever she drew from the other book. There was a book of kids explaining F for fish, I for eyes, C for carrot, and H for house. Drawings again were very small. Mistakes were there. She drew 3 houses which were wrong, and then finally 1 which was correct. For me, this is not now a carcinosin child. So what is this child? So we again go back to our chart and we see obedient child but forced by parents. We have carcinosin, alumina, chocolate, magnesium, and viola. Any guesses now? No. Chocolate is also a very good intelligent child, always coming first. Alumina, very good. So when we have strict parents, then we have 2 reactions. Whether the child lives up to the expectation of parent or the child fails for the expectation of the parent. Which means that I am very strict, I want my child to become a doctor. Now if this child lives up to my expectation and she strives hard to become doctor and she is perfect, then we have carcinosin. But because of my pressure, the child crumbles down and fails, then we have alumina. So this child was given alumina and she improved fantastically with alumina. Here the point is not of the remedy, but the point to make is that even if one point is not matching your prescription, think over it again. And the drawing is the best indicator for a remedy. So we had this case which was a very clear-cut case of carcinosin, but the drawing was not matching. And then on probing deeply, we found that this is a case of alumina. So need for alumina is identity and reaction is confusion, impulsiveness. Alumina loses its own identity. Hate belongs to other is a most key symptom for alumina. The entry point for alumina is their obedient child, quiet children, mild and timid, forced by parents, smiling and contented face, chilly, thirsty, right-sided. You also have to take the thermals, thirst and sad into account. Don't ever form a drug picture without the physical generals being taken. Forced by parent, if the child is successful, we think of carcinosin. If the child is a failure, we think of alumina. I had few more cases which showed this indicator for drawing, but because of short of time, I'll just wind up. So the conclusion for today is different age group, different challenges, and hence different key points to be noted. Like for infant, we'll note the crying pattern, the feeding pattern, and the sleep pattern. For the toddlers, we'll try to see the reaction, whether it's an anger reaction or a fear reaction. And when you talk of schooling child, we'll try to see whether the child is an obedient child or a misbehaving child, and what are the indication from the drawings. With this, I'd like to thank the organizer for giving me the time to share my experiences with you, and all the delegates for listening me. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you so much, Dr. Pravin. Thank you for the speeding pace your topic. Regrets for the delay. All may kindly proceed to the lunch. We have to resume latest by 2:45. Is it?
This is what नहीं फाइल स्टेशन पे रहने दो बाद में करें अभी तो है भाई सारा दिन बैठे हुए you know I mean I'm sorry in one respect that we have to interrupt the learned the speakers and we have to create so many time obstructions in between, but then there are many limitations for which I think you will agree, because once the thing starts getting late, that becomes an encroachment on the other speaker's time. So that means we'll be doing injustice to the others. Moreover, since at the gala dinner is at this very hall at 7:30, this hall has to be vacated by 6 so that they can make proper arrangements. So that is the reason that I had to interrupt many times. Sorry for the inconvenience. And the felicitation part, I think we will have post lunch. And the speakers who are after this, I would request them. Dr. Vishpala wants to go early. Dr. Vishpala को please. अभी आपने जाना है अभी? Hurry, Dr. Vishpala को felicitate कर दीजिए. Parul, हाँ, Dr. Indrajit and Dr. Leone, please come. Okay.
Dr. Veragde.
नहीं, हाँ, डॉक्टर विश्वाला को दीजिए. I have been asked one question as to why Dr. Vishpala is today, otherwise she was to be there tomorrow. What really happened is that they exchanged the Vinay with Dr. Yogesh.
Ma'am, please come here.
Please come. Okay, please.
Just wanted to thank just for
So it's a very interesting session, and okay, thanks. Okay, and it's very interesting to see all the channels we can use to reach the good remedy, because at least in Brazil, where I live, we use mainly the repertory to reach the remedies. And here I could see different channels to reach the remedy, including drawing by children, including the free legs, including other approaches. So it's very interesting. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Leone. Thank you. डॉक्टर विश्वाल आप आ जाओ 1 मिनट पहले फोटो सर आप 1 मिनट आ जाओ आ जाइए
Please come back.
Then go back to the other session. So Dr. Leone, would you kindly facilitate Dr. Vishwala Pasasati? Dr. Vishwala, great session as always.
इसको डुप्लीकेट डुप्लीकेट
Thank you. Thank you so much.
डुप्लीकेट नहीं होता ना it should happen spontaneously.
Acha, okay, okay. And Dr. Pravin? लंच नहीं कोई नहीं अब तो लंच के बाद करना है ठीक है लंच के बाद करना ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है डॉक्टर रवि आफ्टर लंच चलो जी चलो प्लीज ऑल may proceed for lunch.